On this episode of Amplify MP, it's going to rock. Promise you, it's going to rock.
It's going to rock.
Welcome to Amplify MP, the network built to celebrate the people, places, and the moments that make Mount Pleasant such a great place to call home. My name is Mike Heaton, and my co-host Matt Bryant's here with me today.
Hello, Mike.
Good to see you today.
As always.
Amplify MP is brought to you by Midwest Old Threshers. Thank you to Terry Grant and all the amazing people out there on the grounds to help make Old Threshers a staple of our community. So later on in the show, we're going to be go rock hunting.
Okay.
It's my little teaser, but it's way better than that. It's actually a contest.
But it's not picking up just pebbles out of the yard.
No, we're talking massive boulders.
Right.
We'll get into it. But you have to hold on before that, because before that, we're going to have the 411, Matt.
All right, the 411. So we're going to jump ahead a week. So we're going to go to Memorial Day weekend because there's a lot going on.
We can all plan accordingly.
So we can all plan accordingly for next week. Tomorrow we'll hit this weekend, so we make sure everybody gets covered. But today we're going to jump into Memorial Day weekend. So starting on Friday, May 22nd, Jeremy Nunez, the mayor of comedy, along with opening act Chris Spire, will be live at the Helator Performing Arts Center in Mount Pleasant, brought to you by Amplify MP.
That's us.
That's us.
Nice.
Tickets are on sale now at amplify-mp.com/Nunez. Go there, buy your tickets, get them, jump in. Love to have you there. Also, earlier in the day, on the 22nd, the Greater Iowa Swap Meet and Flea Market is coming to Old Threshers Grounds from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. And then again on Saturday from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. It's free admission and free parking. A lot of good stuff out there. On Saturday, May 23rd, join Farmhouse Central Vintage Market and Main Street, Mount Pleasant, for their annual Farmhouse Vintage Market filled with vintage treasures. A lot of vintages going on, filled with vintage treasures, farmhouse decor, antiques, handmade items, and local vendors. Come shop, stroll, and find something special from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
It's outside
the Union Block building.
Yep.
We have that. I have it but anyway, outside, you'll see it. Go up downtown, it'll be there.
It's a lot like Old Threshers when they put all the tents up and people go around to all the little market things. Yeah.
So just downtown Mount Pleasant. There you go. On the
Central
square.
Park.
And then still more stuff happening on Saturday. The Front Porch Music begins at Lulu's Landing from 7 to 10 p.m. with Stringfield, a 4-piece alternative bluegrass band that plays traditional bluegrass and Grateful Dead and original music and more.
So I'm wondering, I'm really excited to find out, is it bluegrass and Grateful Dead, or is it a mix of bluegrass
and
and
Grateful Dead in a bluegrass style?
Yeah, that's what I'm curious to find out.
I don't know. Well,
all I know is they seem awesome. From everything I've heard about them, from friends and stuff up in Des Moines, they're a really good group.
I think what we need to do is just go out there and watch them and find out. So
I agree.
And then on Monday, actually Memorial Day, the Mount Pleasant Golf and Country Club is having a 4-couple best shot Memorial Day tournament. The tee-off is at 1 p.m. You got to sign up at the clubhouse. We were trying to look. We think it's open to the public, but we're not for sure. It might be members only, but you can call out to the clubhouse and find out. Either way, the tournament's happening.
Yeah.
So, so make sure you get signed up for that. And if you have an event you would like to announce, please email us at least 1 week prior to contact@amplify-mp.com.
That's our 411.
That's the 411.
Thank you, Matt. Coming up after the break, your dream home furniture and floors feature of the day is a contest, and it's really exciting. We'll talk about it right after the break.
Bring the kids and share the memories at the 2026 Midwest Old Threshers Reunion. Experience the sights, sounds, and traditions of steam engines, antique cars and trucks, tractors, and more. First visit or a family tradition. Enjoy home-style food, the excitement of an Old West shootout, and nightly entertainment. For generations, this is where memories are made. Celebrate history and make new memories at the Midwest Old Threshers Reunion, September 3rd through 7th in Mount Pleasant, Iowa. Visit oldthreshers.com for more details.
So Matt, we keep getting people telling us they want a contest. Are you asking us if we're going to give away free tickets to this Jeremy Nunez thing, right? And this is our first run with hosting a big entertainment event. And, let's do it. I'm all good if you're okay giving away some free tickets.
I'm good.
Okay, good.
I'm good.
But we're going to make you earn your free tickets. That's our thing. If we're going to have a contest, you have to understand and know Mount Pleasant a little bit, because that's what we're all about. We're all about celebrating Mount Pleasant. And as you know, Matt, and as Kellen knows, there's a lot of history here. A lot of things have happened in Mount Pleasant over the years. We were one of the very first cities in Iowa as pioneers and stuff came across the United States and settled. And Burlington used to be the old capital of Iowa, or not Iowa, but the region, I guess. Territory, I think.
Well, Iowa City used to be the old capital.
Yeah, I think when we first became a state, Iowa City was the first capital. Burlington was the first territorial capital, I think, of Iowa. And then it was whatever the Louisiana Purchase was before that area, right?
Right.
But we have all kinds of markers, what we're going to call memorial boulders, if you will, around town. I just call them rocks. And so to put it all together, I think MP rocks.
There you go.
And that's our contest. We're going to help you have a rockin' Memorial Day weekend. And I even went so far as to make a really bad AI generated picture. That is now the water tower of Mount Pleasant.
I don't think that base is going to hold that up.
That's a heavy rock. It could be a geode. It could be just, hollow.
Okay, all right. That's about the only way it works.
Yeah, I'm going to call that a geode up on top of the water tower there. We're going to help you have a rockin' Memorial Day weekend, but you have to earn it, okay? So what we're doing is we're going to offer 2 tickets to the Jeremy Nunez event on May 22nd, at 7 p.m. And I contacted Marcy down at Lulu's Landing where they're hosting the Stringfield band, right? From 7 to 10 o'clock. We just talked about it on Saturday night. She's going to offer up a free appetizer to the winner as well.
So one winner, or everybody is it the first winner? Is it everybody that?
What if everybody? One winner?
Okay,
one winner.
So it's the first one in.
First one in, and they have to be correct, and we get to judge. And whatever we say is final. So here's the thing: you could say, "Oh, they're all in Mount Pleasant," and you'd be right, location-wise, right? We're not falling for that stuff. Come on, guys. Come on. Say we're gonna show you these rocks and these plaques on these rocks, and you're gonna either in the comments on this page, or you can direct message us. You can email us. We're gonna look at the timestamp of all those things, and then we're gonna judge those ones that are closest to the first, how accurate you were.
Be as descriptive as you can.
Yeah. So if you're like, it's in East Lake Park, like, no, sorry, that's not going to cut it.
Right.
You got to tell us where in East Lake Park. Is it over by the soccer fields in East Lake Park? There's nothing in East Lake Park. I'm going to give you guys that one already to start. Or, or is it on the southeast side of this place, right? That kind of stuff. We're okay with that. That's getting accurate enough, but you can't just say a general area. Okay. If that makes sense. So that said, we are going to show you some rocks so you can rock out on Memorial Day weekend. They're technically memorial boulders. They have a plaque on them or something, as you'll see, to give some hints as to where they're located. And again, put it in the comments, send us a direct message, send us an email, however you want to get a hold of us. We'll look at the timestamp and we will look at the accuracy, and then we are going to judge, and we are the final say. So here we go. Let's go with the first one, Kellen.
Rock number 1.
Rock number 1. That says what? Presley Saunders, founder. This is the first home on this site.
You want me to leave it there for a sec?
No, take it off. We don't, they can go back and look at it. They can look at it. That's rock number 1. Do you know where it's at? Don't say anything, Matt. But do you have a general idea?
I have a guess. I have a somewhat educated guess.
That's good.
Definitely know where that one is.
I've been to this rock. Obviously, I took the video, but I knew where it was too.
Yeah, I go to this rock at least once a year.
Nice. Do you know who Presley Saunders was?
I've heard the name. I do not know. I can't give you a description for him.
You know, Kellen, who Presley Saunders was?
I don't know. I know that A. Saunders was one of the original founders of this city and settled Mount Pleasant. I don't know if that is Presley Saunders.
That is Presley Saunders.
Got it.
Yep. Also, just so you know, he's buried in the Mount Pleasant Cemetery, the original one, just south of town here on Main Street.
Awesome.
They have a whole family gravesite there.
Cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. There's a whole history. It's worth looking into. Go to the Heritage Trust and their site over there at Saunders School, oddly enough, and you can learn all about him and him founding Mount Pleasant. All right, let's do rock number 2.
Rock 2.
So this tablet marks the site of the first courthouse in Iowa. Oh, the very first courthouse in Iowa. Really?
James Harlan Chapter, Daughters of the American Revolution.
Yeah. So that chapter has put quite a few of these up around Mount Pleasant.
Okay.
And that was a big thing that the Daughters of the American Revolution did in general. Different chapters did for their local areas. They put some memorial boulders up when the original thing started to be torn down. So I walked past this boulder many, many times and never even knew it was there. It's very prominently displayed. I think people walk by it all the time.
Yeah. Well, I have a guess where I would look first. I don't know if it's there. It might not be, but I know where I would go first to look for it.
Fair enough. I really like the fact that we had the very first courthouse. I had no idea.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I didn't know that either until Rock 2 just showed on my screen here.
Little history from Mount Pleasant there.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, let's do rock number 3.
Here's Rock 3.
Oh, this is interesting. It's like a little memorial rock for a family.
The Vernon Luck family.
Lives of great men will remind us we can make our lives sublime, and departing, leave behind us footprints on the sands of time. Wait, is that a limerick?
That is a Words to Live By.
A word to live. There you go.
There
Words
you
to
go.
live by. Okay, yeah.
We
limerick. It was National Limerick Day, like earlier in the week.
It
wasn't
was. Yeah.
That's a really good one. That looks like it's in memory of somebody. I'm assuming you know where that's from, Matt, because I think you may have a family tie to the Beck family.
Well, we think so. I did a dive, and we think it might be a second cousin to my grandfather, something to that effect. I'm not sure 100%, but we think there's a tie to my family history
the
somewhere.
Beck families were connected to a lot of things around Mount Pleasant for quite a while there in Southeast Iowa. A pretty prominent family, if I recall, including here at the Bell Center. We have a whole room that has a plaque on it called the Beck International Room, which I believe was your grandparents?
My great grandfather and his brothers.
Nice. Now, were they in the media business as well?
Well, at least my great grandfather was. His brothers were not, but yep.
Nice. Yeah. So the Becks are a prominent family that were here. I mean, there's not a whole lot of Becks around now. I guess there's some Becks still in Mount Pleasant. But they were a pretty big deal back in the day. Nice. So you can trace your roots back better than I can at Mount Pleasant. That's impressive.
Yeah, well, I can go back a long ways.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right. Rock number 4.
We're on 4. Another Daughters of the American Revolution.
Yep, another one. This is an old military road that went from Dubuque to the northern boundary of Missouri. And this marks it. This is I call this one my trick rock. This is hard. You have to know the rocks there to know to guess where this is at.
I'm struggling with this one.
I don't even know where I would start on that one.
This is a hard one. This is a very hard one.
Because that's a long way from Dubuque to Missouri.
It is. I think the key here for people to if they want some hints, is to understand where the roads were
back in the day. Yeah, not your current.
Yeah. So if you're going out by East Lake Park on the highway out there and thinking the rock's out there somewhere, I'm going to let you right now it's not.
But these are all.
I already told you it wasn't near East Lake Park.
These are all in Mount Pleasant, though, right?
In Mount Pleasant proper, yes.
Yeah. So not like.
Yeah, it's not like way south of town or things like that. Okay. We may go there, but I'll let you know there sometime, but not with these rocks.
Okay.
Cool. All right, rock number 5.
Rock 5. Oh, there's a tricky one.
Can you read that?
I can. Do you want
go ahead. Go ahead and say
class of 1882? Is that what
1882. So, yeah, it just says class 1882. So someone carved that in there over 100, and you do the math for me. 38 years ago?
Something like that.
Yeah, a lot. Long time ago. 48 years, I don't know. 100 and some years ago. When they put that rock there. Had to been a class of something. I think people can probably, this is a little easier one to figure out if they put their mind to it.
Well, but there's the high school, there's college, there's a couple options.
There's the old German school that used to be nearby right here. There are quite a few things.
So there's some options.
And also remember, we're looking for accuracy, everybody. We're not looking for on the blank, area. We're looking for where it's at on the blank area, if you will. So, all right. This is exciting. We're excited to see the comments. You can, if you don't want other people to know, go ahead and direct message us. But honestly, if you're the first in and you're confident in your answers, go ahead and put them on there. But if you're not confident and you want to direct message us, you can do that too. We're open to whatever. So it's exciting. The goal is to help you have a rocking Memorial Day weekend. Again, you're going to win tickets to the Jeremy Nunez event at the Heath Later Performing Arts Center, and with two comedians.
All right.
Which is pretty awesome. We just announced that today. We never really talked about the other gentleman that's opening for him. Mm-hmm. And then also you're going to get free appetizer down at Lulu's Landing for the Springfield concert down there, Stringfield concert down there on Saturday evening.
Snacks, music, and a show.
Yeah, it doesn't get much better.
It does not.
To kick off your weekend and make it rock. So
this feature segment has been presented by...
I'm getting there, Callan. I'm getting there. Your dream home furniture and floors. We'll be right back after this commercial.
Kids snack spills. Your furniture's got a front row seat to the chaos. Stain resistant and stylish? Need custom colors and a look that fits your family? Yep, We can do that. Furniture that is tough, stylish, and totally ready for whatever comes next from your dream home.
Welcome back to Amplify MP. I'm Mike Heaton here with my co-host Matt Bryant, and he is going to get us in the know.
Buckle up, kids. It's time to get in the know. Today is Thursday. It is the 14th day of May. I forgot to look up and type up what days of the year it is, so I quick looked it up on my phone. Oh, yeah. So we still have some options, but it's not curated the way I normally like to do it.
It said National Receptionist Day again,
which was yesterday. Yeah,
I'll give them 2 days. They earned it.
And it's the second day with Top Gun Day and no aviators, Matt.
Well, exactly. Well, it's not supposed to be Top Gun Day today, but it is Online Romance Day, National Buttermilk Biscuit Day, International Chihuahua Appreciation Day.
Ooh, there it is.
Yes. Hold on, we got to talk about our Chihuahuas for a moment.
All right, do it.
So I met Kellen. When was this? Like in 2020, 2018, 19, right there,
somewhere in there.
And he had just moved here from Cedar Rapids or Pennsylvania, technically, right?
Yep.
And I had just moved here from Dallas, and we were 2 doors down from each other. And we both had these rat-like little dogs that were no bigger than this. They were at least part Chihuahua in some way. And we both randomly had found them on the street. Mm-hmm. They were living in the streets. Mine in Dallas, Texas. Yours, where'd you find Lulu at? Lulu?
Lulu, yeah. Literally behind a dumpster. Carrie and I were on a bike ride, and we were coming home for the evening, and decided we could have turned one way to go home, or one way to go up to the Irish Democrat, have a beer and a burger. And decided we want to go get a snack. So we turned, and this little dog ran out in front of us and started yipping, and then took off back.
Because that's what they do.
Because that's what they do. And then they took the dog took off, right? Took off running to a dump. We watched her go back behind a dumpster. We went back there and saw that she had a little hole that she had dug, and like trash bags, and was fending for herself there. So very dirty, overgrown nails, all the whole 9 yards, no collar. So picked her up, took her in, bathed her off. The tub was black. It was awful. And then we actually contacted, I can't remember at the time, but there are 2 or 3 organizations you're supposed to contact. We looked it up online, 2 or 3 organizations you should contact when you find a dog and don't know whose it is. Put out some messages, and nobody responded that it was there. So
you had a dog.
So yeah, just became part of the family, just
nice.
like that.
And I would love to say that our Chihuahuas got to know each other, became best friends, but that's just not what Chihuahuas do. They hate everybody and everything. They own the world. And so they yipped at each other quite often from across our neighbor's yard. But it was really fun to have, our street Chihuahuas living, so close to each other for so many years before both passed away.
Street rats.
From our little street rats.
From the mean streets.
Yes, the mean streets of Dallas, Texas, and Cedar Rapids, Iowa.
There you go.
Sorry. It's National Appreciation Day for Chihuahuas. I had to take advantage.
It's also National Dance Like a Chicken Day. So that's the one I will participate in today.
Dang right. We should run that for a contest for tickets. Send us a video.
Should have.
Yeah, we'll do that tomorrow.
Weather today, another sunny day today with a high of 78. Could get some storms overnight. Tomorrow will be a little cloudy with a chance of rain and a high of 83. And for the past few days, we've talked about the rain coming in on the weekend, and it may still come, but it looks like they kind of backed off that a little bit. So maybe it's going to come in the overnights or not at all. The weather is unpredictable, folks. So when I start talking about it 4 days out, it means absolutely nothing.
Spring in Iowa.
Yep, spring in Iowa is right. Sports. Yesterday, the Panther boys golf team finished 5th at the Fairfield Sectional Golf Tournament, shooting a score of 356. Pella won the sectional. Brody Ingles shot an 81 to finish 6th, which qualifies him for the district meet, which is on Monday in Pella.
Awesome. Brody Ingles.
So they take I looked this up because I didn't know. They take the top 3 teams and then the top 2 that are not on one of the top 3 teams.
Okay.
Oh.
So Brody,
like wild cards, basically.
Kind of, yeah. So Brody got in and is going to Pella on Monday.
Awesome. Good job, Brody.
The Panther girls golf team played in Washington for the SEC conference tournament, where they shot a 422 to place 5th. Ashlyn Beaucamp and
Beecham.
Oh, what's that?
Ashlyn Beecham.
Oh, I'm sorry, Beecham and Sophia Walderbach both finished in the top 10. In the conference tournament, so that's awesome for them.
Good job.
Today, the road to state starts for the Panther boys and girls track teams as they host the Class 3A Region 5 state qualifying meet at Maple Leaf Track Field, whatever complex. Tonight starts at 4.
Athletic Complex.
It starts tonight at 4, and also tonight the boys and girls soccer teams will play a doubleheader at West Burlington, Notre Dame. This day in history, on this day in 1932, nearly 100,000 people. Now, think about this. 100,000 people paraded down Fifth Avenue in New York City chanting, "We want beer."
Nice.
Really?
The demonstration, led by the city's mayor,
Nice.
was intended to show lawmakers just how strongly public sentiment had turned against prohibition. 100,000 New Yorkers, led by the mayor. We want beer.
You get people passionate about an issue, they'll come out in droves.
Exactly. Our quote of the day from Luis Buñuel: "Age is something that doesn't matter unless you're cheese."
This is true.
Yeah. Maybe funny, maybe not.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, my parents always fed me alphabet soup. And they told me that I loved it. But what they were really doing was putting words in my mouth. Yeah, even I didn't think that one was overly funny today.
Were they words or were they like just discombobulated?
There had to be a word mixed in there
Every
somewhere.
once in a while?
Right.
Like, yeah. Or if the letter A, you ate the letter A, I guess that's
yeah,
a word.
I probably didn't spell out xylophone or something like that.
That'd be amazing.
It would be.
Back in the day, there was a saying I heard when I was younger. Something along the lines of, if you give like 10 monkeys a typewriter and they're just slamming on the typewriter over and over again, eventually they will write Shakespeare.
Eventually.
Given enough time, they will.
And food.
Yeah.
And yeah.
That's my story with alphabet soup as well.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
there you go.
Putting words in your mouth.
So remember to like, follow, subscribe, share. It helps draw more people to us. It helps us deliver the message, the great things that are going on in Mount Pleasant. And it helps the algorithm help us find more people. So please do that. Help us out. We appreciate it very much. And now you are in the know.
I feel good. Thursday, going in the weekend, Friday tomorrow. I feel like I know what's going on across everything. Thank you, Matt. And I hope everybody else does too. This has been your Thursday edition of Amplify MP. We'll see you tomorrow.